Attitude Era Podcast. We are live in the building. Y'all know what it is. Tap in. Let's get right to these introductions. Y'all know who it is. The man on my left or my right, depends on which angle you're looking at. That is Gamaj. Is your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. If you think your favorite wrestler is famous and he ain't got a picture with Gamaj, he ain't as famous as you think. Now, below, you got the most loved, the most hated, the greatest heel in podcast wrestling today, the Archie Carter.
And
And
y'all
without
know the man who got gold around his waist, gold around his neck, the one, the only podcast champion of the world, King HP, with the Jet magazine cover. Look like you about to drop an album, boy. Where do we go from here? The debut album from King HP.
what up, video in the chat. Good luck,
With the hit
brothers.
singles Taco Tuesday
Hey,
and
I
red
love to fold them
lights
like a
in my
taco.
bedroom.
Purple lights
We are
in the
live,
bed. Oh
unlike
man.
Monday Night Raw, which was pre-recorded like last week. So maybe you
No, I
watched it,
can't
maybe
even
you did,
believe it.
maybe you just read online what happened, but we had to talk about it a little bit. Hope this week has been good to you so far. It's Monday. Y'all know what it is. The guys are here. Shout out to the best chat on the internet. Attitude Era Podcast chat. What's up, man? Where y'all want to start and where we HP, you driving tonight. Where we going, man?
And I do want to say something because you touched on it real quickly. What up, Devon? What up, Vinny? Um, about pre-recorded shows. I'm not a fan. And I know people are like, well, it's so the wrestlers can get time off. I don't want to say it like that because that really like makes light of the wrestler schedule. So let me not do that. But I will say this: no one feels bad for NFL players playing every Thanksgiving. Nobody feels bad for NBA players every. When Patrick Ewing was a Nick, that was that you missing Thanksgiving, brother. I mean, you missing Christmas. That Christmas Day game on the NBA is basically like the big game, the Bulls or the Knicks or the Knicks and the Heat. Whoever got the rivalry, whoever's the hot team, you ain't spending time with the fam.
I always had a
Wrestling,
big respect for Hakeem Olajuwon because during one of those NBA final runs, he had the flu and was observing Ramadan. So, you know, the show goes on. Who you need to feel sorry for is these DoorDash drivers who y'all ain't tipping and these Amazon trucks that be out 10, 11 at night. Anytime I see an Amazon delivery truck out when it's dark, I say a prayer for that person because they need it. That so
it
that
ain't
don't sit
easy.
right that don't sit right in my soul, brother. Seeing delivery trucks out 10, 11 at night.
You know what's crazy? Back when I was a kid, we used to like ask the Chinese food to bring change for like $50 or $100, and then you rob them because it was gonna show up on a bike. You know what I
Oh.
mean? I can clearly think
Come on,
that
I just got dark
Amazon.
real quick. It's supposed to be happy
No, I'm just
holidays.
saying, but like them Amazon people delivering them boxes, bro, it's not easy. It's dangerous.
That's a and that's a wild thing, bro. It's dangerous. You're knocking on people's doors at night. You don't know what's going on. It's just and they have long days, bro. You talking about 200, 300, 400 stops sometimes. It's peak season. So man, shout out to all the delivery drivers that's making this world go
Salute.
around and anybody in transportation, man. Shout out to them.
Devon, what up? Devon Baxter, one of the biggest wrestling fans in
I'm about to
fandom.
piss Divine off. Divine, look at me, eye to eye, man to man, wherever my eyes at, cause I don't know what I'm looking at. I bought that shirt, and I'm gonna
The
leave it right
Walmart
there.
joint.
I wore it on this podcast. I'm gonna wear it next time, just to piss you off.
I want to see that.
If y'all don't know what he talking about, it's an Attitude Era t-shirt.
It's somewhere
Go to
around here. I
Devon.
gotta do laundry, but it's because I bleached it. I put bleach stains all over it to make it fly. But yeah, I bought that shirt. Yeah, I bought it.
Um, salute, salute, salute. But yeah, uh, tonight's Raw. You know, when it's pre-recorded, you get the luxury of fast forward and rewinding, and there's no consequence. The Vision. They have been dominating Raw for since they came into existence with Seth Rollins and unveiled themselves and all this other stuff. Tonight you got Austin Theory trying to prove himself into the division, taking on CM Punk and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio eating pins to Austin Theory. How you feel about
I just like that they was dressed like the Heart Foundation.
it? I
Ray and
you
Punk
know it's
had matching ring gear on. Like that was cool to me. Like maybe that's something they both just had some pink and black laying around. Maybe they were showing Bret Hart some love, but that's the first thing that stuck out to me. Like yo, they had matching ring gear, which I thought was dope.
salute to 80 Air. You know what I'm saying? Somebody keeping us hydrated. Speaking of which, I think the time goes into that. I don't want to see them becoming a tag team though.
Nah, that's not
Uh,
gonna happen.
when I start to see the matching ring gear, I definitely think that it's crazy how they could be just thrown together and make things look away. And you got tag teams that are real tag teams and they don't look away. Kind of makes me like, you know. But salute to CM Punk and Rey Mysterio helping to get Austin Theory over. That's really, I think, the point of this right now is to convince you that he belongs in the vision because WWE doesn't have a lot of heels, a lot of good ones. I'm always say Drew. I don't really even look at Braun Breaker as a heel.
Yeah, this
I
show
think he's
didn't
more.
really
He's
make
a.
Brown
It's a
look
lot
that
of. It's a
that
lot of
great.
tweeners. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
because they pick who they want you to like and who they don't want you to like, and the crowd has a voice these days. You know, with the internet, the chants, they we like you, we like you. We don't care how they paint you. So
yeah. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, I think with Braun Breaker, he's looking like $1 million. Don't forget, January 5th, he's going in for his World Heavyweight Championship match against CM Punk. So one thing, if CM Punk eats a pin, it's gonna be to Braun, but Braun won't eat a pin right now because you can have your champion look like, oh man, the odds are starting to stack. It's always cool. It always works. It's always good TV, right? But you don't want your challenger looking weak. So I guess that's what Rey Mysterio's here for. Um,
that's not what Rey Mysterio is here for. That is the last thing Rey Mysterio is here for. But he's doing it. But Rey Mysterio must really love wrestling, bro. Because
I
this
don't.
for new wrestling fans, they're gonna just see him as just a guy. Not they won't even know the greatness of Rey Mysterio without going back to check it out.
Oh man, I ain't had to want to block somebody that fast. Let's go ahead and get you up out of here. Bang and bang. Let's get rid of Donald Trump. Bang. Not because your name is Donald Trump, but when you start putting emotes in here and doing the racist comments, we gonna throw you up out of here.
Man,
Yeah, that
shout out to
watermelon
the
comment just
racists,
got him kicked
man.
out and banned.
Shout out to the
Um,
racists. Whatever.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, but I do want to say with Rey
Hey,
Mysterio,
hold
do you
up. Well, it's Nicki Minaj's fault. Gamaj, you the native New Yorker on this podcast. What's up? What's going on?
I don't condone Nicki Minaj's actions. That don't got shit to do with me.
And that's from the Gamage mouth itself. Yeah, man.
I gotta
It was a cool match. I'm just ready to see what Brian and Punk does 1-on-1. I had Brian winning, but I'm not really sure at this point now.
you think we're going into WrestleMania season. That
The
January
Rumble
5th,
is right around the corner.
yeah. I don't know if I could see Braun Breaker wearing gold going into the Rumble, into WrestleMania season. He has time to drop it.
This Royal Rumble is gonna be star studded with just the talent they have now, and it's not gonna be like last year's. They have to redeem themselves, so I'm really curious to see what they do for the Rumble and who they may or may not bring out. I know at some point next year Chris Jericho is returning. When I
Right.
don't know. I know some point next year Bianca Belair is returning. I don't know when, but that's happening. So those are two big names. Rumble will be a good time to do it. I say, man, let Randall Key Orton get one last one in and do something with him because he's over there. in Saudi Arabia doing press runs. Like Randy is non-existent in this company right now. Speaking of heels, you have a perfect one. He has the build, he has the look, he has the skill set. That's somebody who could be thrown in any storyline and make it look good and feel good and authentic. And people just want to see Randy.
It's Archie. It's funny you say that because with John Cena getting his 17th win, world title, and feel bad for all the other superstars. Like y'all did this for John to do what? To break a okay. It, okay. Meanwhile, Randall Keith Orton is out here hanging around in the mix, and y'all just won't pull the trigger no matter what we want. Randy as champ is God tier. He's God tier. Especially the weight he put on since his return back. When he came back at Hell in a Cell and then Punk came back the same night, and he was like,
Now
you know
Randy
what I'm
look
saying?
good. I could say
Yeah,
that.
Rand.
Like Randy looks good. He look like I said, he looks the part. He passes the eye test. He's just a cool dude. So I don't know what Randy did. I don't know. What you did? Hashtag free Randy Orton. That's the hashtag of the week. Free Randy Orton. Free him till it's
Damaj.
backwards. Ain't that what the kids say? Free him, say him till it's back. Free him to whatever the kids say. Free my dog Randy Orton.
So let me ask you, Gamash, if you right now, as it stands on December 22nd, who is your Royal Rumble pick? Royal Rumble winner pick. I know no one's announced. We don't formally know, but like he said, it's about to be star studded. They about to be in Riyadh. The yesterday's price ain't today price.
Oh nah. Royal Rumble gonna be crazy.
It might they. I wouldn't be surprised they announced they can do 40 this year because you got a lot of talent. Remember last year, Karen Cross wasn't in it. There were several superstars not in it
And we're
at
gonna get
all.
to you, Gamaj. But here's the thing about that. When they do these deals with Riyadh Season and the Kingdom and Riyadh Season as a company, they have a say so in what they want. So that makes it a little okay. We gotta book this to make sense wrestling wise, but they want to be entertained. So let's give them, you know what I'm saying? So, and we're gonna see
100%.
because if they have effect on Royal Rumble, they're definitely gonna have effect on WrestleMania in 27.
Matter of fact, WrestleMania is there in 27.
That's what
It's
I'm
Royal
saying.
Rumble here
So
this
this is
year.
when all those retirements and whatnot don't matter because when you have a check that's coming from the king, I ain't retired no more. One man say,
No,
I ain't delivered, I ain't gay no more. I am unretired, I ain't retired no more. They
I
cutting
mean we saw
big.
it.
They cutting the biggest checks. They cutting checks that people may have never made their whole career, bro. You're
Dog,
gonna
we
go
watched
over
Shawn
there to get
Michaels.
that money. Hey, look, Ted, this is a wrestling podcast, and the $1 Million Man said this long time ago. Everybody has a price.
And salute to Prince. I think I think when I look at this Raw, how this Raw sets up, we're going to January 5th, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania season. Braun ain't the guy, and I hope my fingers are crossed he wins. But I feel he'll get this short title run, just like his Intercontinental title run. It'll be very short. Setting him up for a second run after WrestleMania or whatever, maybe going into main SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam is enough time to build up Braun. I don't
Shout
think he's
out to
built
Vinny.
where he needs
Vinny,
to
I
be.
forgot about Jacob. Yeah, Jacob may return. Like this Royal Rumble gonna be crazy. Gamaj, what you thinking about the Rumble? Who you got?
If Braun Breaker doesn't beat Punk for the belt on the 5th, I'll say Breaker. But if he's
Mm,
not part of the Rumble, I'm gonna say either Sami Zayn or Randy Orton.
Sami
To win.
Zayn
Forgot about Sammy, who was sitting front row at the John Cena retirement match.
looking crazy.
Um,
Which one of these things do not belong?
yeah, and I think they're doing that to lift his like how we view him. You know what I'm saying? If we see like when they put certain managers with wrestlers, it's like, oh, okay, he must be. I think that's what the point
They gotta
was.
check. You know what they did with Theory? They gotta do that with Sammy. You want people to view him differently, he has to look differently. He can't look like He's going to help me at the Home Depot. Like, excuse
The
me, sir. What?
Canadian hobo is back.
See, even
I
even
love
with,
it.
with Theory, they cut Theory's hair. They gave him new gear, and I think they're still developing Theory because I noticed last week his hair, the cut reveal, his hair wasn't like laid down. It was like it was freshly cut. So I think they might have made a last minute decision to even cut his hair because he had a better cut this week. So I think they're still developing that character and everything. And the ring gear looks terrible, by the way. Y'all can do better than that. He got the old Authors of Pain pants on. Like,
Hey, put these on real quick.
yeah, like
Uh,
come on, man. You gonna do it. Like y'all had time to figure this out. I don't like when something is delivered and I know you had time to cook it and it's undercooked.
yeah, you got like 2 years. Austin Theory's been gone for about 8 months, 9 months when him and Grayson Waller fell out, but then and they were beefing with the New Day, and then he just disappeared with no explanation. And Grayson Waller's been out here neck above
Doing
water
nothing
barrel.
with the New Day.
Yeah, like
Big G, ain't
so.
that what they call him?
You know, it's crazy. This is where I hate the long term storybooking, right? Because they'll do an Austin Grayson Waller storyline like in a year and a half, and then say it was long term. And the reality is, it just got forgotten about. Like we never got a payoff to that. It was just
Grayson Waller getting
done.
fired, dog. He's gonna be on the next round of cuts and releases. That or he's gonna be Grayson Americano. That's it. Put him in a mask. Like they're doing to everybody else. Put him in a mask. Chad
Okay,
Gable might
gotcha.
return at the Rumble. I think that'd be fire if Chad
Yeah,
Gable came
I'm
back at the
very
Rumble.
happy. I was saving this for this time. I was driving and getting my
Yeah,
gizzards
that
and
would be
shit.
dope.
Chad Gable is cooked. That Americano gig was like on its way up when he had left it. Really almost peak. It peaked right after he left, but he was the momentum getting it there.
But
They
Chad
had
Gable is still
squandered.
Chad Gable, bro. People love Chad Gable. So I
You
think
think
he'll
they'll
be
love him
okay.
more? Because I feel like okay, I feel like audiences are starting to gravitate to the guys that we're noticing that are missing. Like Carmelo Hayes, people chanting Melo, Melo. Like they need WWE to notice these guys. You brought them on these shows. He's the #1 draft pick. You know what I mean? And you do nothing with them. Chad Gable did nothing but train Sami Zayn to beat Gunther and end the 660 days Intercontinental title streak. Why wouldn't it just be Chad Gable?
I
So I
think
don't
people
know.
was always like Chad, even when he had the run in with Gunther, Alpha Academy, American Alpha, all that stuff. People just like Chad. He's a likable guy and he can wrestle. Like that dude can really wrestle. And it helps that he reminds us of Kurt Angle. I think that helps him. He leans into that. I still don't know why they never did something with Gable and Angle. Like something could have been done there. But
Man, listen, if they did, it would blow the roof off because it's great. His
It's
whole
because Kurt
it's
gimmick
would
is
do
still
it. Kurt Angle would
it's
definitely
still
do it.
criminal that he has not gotten a single title defense or title run.
Chad did pretty good to be in the company
yeah,
this long, to not have no major storylines, considering when he came in as a tag. Remember, Jason Jordan was his tag team partner,
buddy.
American
Yeah.
Alpha.
Yes, sir.
And he got hurt and he moved to a backstage role. So for Chad to find his way and survive Shorty G, shout out to Chad Gable. They was bugging. They was bugging with that
Shorty
Shorty
G was
G.
diabolical. But you're right. People do like who they like, and certain people are just like, even if I didn't know I liked you, when I see you and you return, or he's just consistent. His work is consistent. Promo is consistent. He's always
And he
this is
makes
nice.
it work. He makes whatever you give him work. Like he made Alpha Academy work. The thing with Otis work. Cause like he's the reason those guys are still around. Maxine Dupri's part of that now. She's a champion. She's from the Chad Gable tree.
Speaking of which, she had a little run in with Becky Lynch. I went off, I think it was on Friday, right? About the women's US title not being relevant. November 7th, old girl Julia lost it. And this is her first match. Anyway, but the IC title seems to be hot. Do we owe Becky Lynch a thank you? Do we owe Is it Becky Lynch? Because before that it was Lyra Valkyria. Before that it was
I don't think it was hot because of Becky. I think it's hot because Maxine won it. Me personally.
yeah, I think getting it out the hands of Lyra was important because
I
Lyra's not
think
over.
Maxine having the moment of winning the belt helped make it can help keep the consistency of it being hot. But the rivalry between Lyra and Becky made the title hot.
You think so? Okay, okay, okay.
I'm just
I
not a
do,
Rebecca Quinn fan like that.
I do think in all this, the one person that I
How
wish.
Gamache feel about John Cena is how I feel about Becky Lynch.
Oh
Yes,
my God,
that's
y'all,
a
hey
deep.
y'all, hey
That's
y'all,
a
hold
different
up,
type
hold up,
of.
hold up, hold up. I know today's the 22nd, but sometimes Christmas comes early. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what the hey. Watch the screen real quick,
Oh man, what
ladies
we
and
got?
gentlemen.
What
I
we
bring
got
to
here?
you the 17 unseen.
Ho, ho,
unseen.
ho, motherfuckers. I heard someone didn't feel some way about John Cena. Who
Oh,
dare talk about John Cena?
Uh oh.
and we
Happy
and we
Our
don't.
holidays,
weekly
y'all.
John Cena update.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch Raw. I have some opinions about Austin Theory. He looked like Gollum. Like the haircut is crazy. The mean look, it looks kind of crazy. But I do like the little conversation piece with the Vision tonight. I saw that, but I seen the guys was live. I had to jump in, and as soon as I jumped in, I didn't even plan it. They was hating on John Cena. Soon as I jumped in, you see what the fuck be going
Ew.
down. I'm
It
not
wasn't
here.
hate. It was just a comparison. That's all.
I'm just yeah. You comparing him to some. I heard who you compared him to. A Becky Lynch don't even belong in conversation
No,
with
no.
John
I'm
Cena.
saying the way Gamage feels about Cena is the way I feel about Becky Lynch. Is what I'm saying.
Gamaj, you have a picture with John Cena?
You're asking me if I have a picture of someone I can't even see?
I see. I
Nah,
see you.
nah, nah. See how he dodged that question?
He
I
did.
think he
Because if he
Mhm.
don't
does.
have a picture with John Cena, that's how I know the hatred is real. If he don't got a picture with them, that's how I know the hatred is real.
Watch this, Gamage. You got a picture with Sting.
Oh, anybody got a picture with Sting, you could probably catch him at the deli. Like, that's not hard, bro. You just say you got a picture with Sting. Anybody get a picture with Sting. You catch him at every convention. You wouldn't catch John Cena where Sting be at. That's why you got one with Sting and not John Cena.
Mm.
Salute to John Cena doing the con on January 6th. John Cena going to the cons, bro. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
now
doing
because
them
he ain't got
cons.
shit to do, he retired.
Oh my God, Vinny, Vinny,
Sting,
you see what
Sting
this man
wrestling,
doing?
then pulling up to a con. Who the fuck? What? Sting be wrestling in between cons.
We're gonna get into that debate Wednesday. We're not gonna bring this here
Yeah,
tonight.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. My bad. I forgot. I
Is
got
Monday. No,
amnesia real
I
quick.
brought it up. I slid the thing in there. You know what I'm saying? But Wednesday Night Wars is Sting in your top 20.
We gonna talk
I'll
It's
about
leave it
that
at
something.
that.
Wednesday.
You know what? I gotta say this, man. It's a lot of these wrestling podcasts and even WWE affiliates. Y'all be stealing our sauce because before we had this thing conversation, this wasn't even a conversation.
It
Nobody was
wasn't.
debating if Sting was top 20, where he was, or how you felt about him. Until we start talking about it the past 2, 3 weeks, it's starting to be a topic. So listen, cite your sources
Bro,
sometimes. It's okay. It's okay to steal the sauce, but let them know where you got it from.
Hey, just
Ask
give it the
hey,
everybody.
can
credit.
I say something about to that too? Because y'all know, like these guys, these really my homies, but they be like kind of PC. Like I will fight every single one of you if you be stealing our shit and I see you and stuff. I'm not like we will fight, bro. You better start crediting us with that. I see you. I see you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see you.
go.
You can't
I
see
hit
me, but I
HP
see
up
you.
about something. He's gonna hit me up about the same thing. Like this wasn't even a conversation. But since we talking about it,
Screenshot it. He screenshotted it. And I
yeah.
was
So,
like,
but yeah, man,
crazy.
we Wednesdays we get a little live on That's Where podcast. But yeah, what else happened tonight, HP?
Yeah. So God damn Gunther. Now I know people don't may not like what happened with the people are mixed about the retirement thing. But I'm riding high on Gunther. I'm not gonna say I bet the house on him yet. Because I don't know who his next opponent is, but they keep teasing this AJ Styles thing. Tonight he passed back and he did the same. And when he laughs and does it, I love it. I love this for Gunther, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, who hold on, who loose skunk?
Lou Skunk Wilder. He said they need to liquidate the women's division. Get rich.
Liquidate the women's
Liquidate
division
the
is
that's the
crazy.
That's insane.
Yo, bruh,
You got
that
women on here
is
talking about they get
crazy.
wet, and now you got him talking about they gonna liquidate the women's division.
hey, it's all good. Anything can happen on Editorial Podcast. I just think Gunther needs to do something other than saying John Cena's a bitch. He's done it 2 weeks in a row now. You got to do something else.
Well, here's the thing with Gunther that I've been thinking since that John Cena show. And y'all know how I feel about the John Cena retirement match. I think it was one of the greatest retirement matches. I loved it. I thought the smile at the end, everything was super fire. If not, you heard me talking about fighting shit before. But here's what I think with Gunther, because 2026 is looking to be like almost like another year of retirements. Reliable sources that have said Brock Lesnar going to retire. Reliable sources that have said AJ Styles will retire. I'll say this, just from even before the John Cena retirement thing, like I always thought Gunther was going to be like battle Brock at some point. And now that
Yeah.
Brock's going to retire, that's the obvious last match. And
You
if
got
he's
to
beefing with
throw Rey Mysterio in there. I think
Mhm.
Jericho returns. I think he takes Jericho out. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna ask the panel here. Do y'all think they're gonna market him? Because they can, because it's a crazy time too, where like you got all these top names want to get out. Is he like the legend killer, the new legend killer? Y'all saw they made a clip about it the other day.
mhm. If
I
they
would,
I,
build it right, yeah.
yeah, I would say he is. He got Goldberg and Cena under his resume
If
now.
you
Which is
build him as the
already
legend
crazy.
killer, that's less work that the company has to do. We don't have to build a story. We just got Gunther gunning after legends. That's the story. So it don't need a long build and all this other stuff. Like, John Cena thing was kind of stretched out for what we did get. They don't have to do that. They just say Gunther start popping up and people promos, give him a nice catchy slogan. He can't say you're next, but something along the lines of that. And it's like, and the match is sold already. But him and Brock, that will validate anything he does in the rest of his career.
Yeah. But let
yeah.
me ask you this. Let me follow up with this question because this is what I was I don't know if I'm bugging, if it's just me in the moment in time in history. But when Randy Orton was the legend killer, like that shit felt like that. Like the promos were good. Does it feel like that? Pause. Is it like, yo, like I'm scared of him. I see like he's a legend killer, like almost like how Randy Orton was.
No, it's a couple stark differences.
Not yet.
One, Gunther, the way he's doing it, it's like, okay, we know this is the last match. It's announced it's a retirement match, and then Gunther is just happens to be the last guy. Randy was being disrespectful as hell. Randy spit in the face of Mick Foley. Randy was going through laying people down, RKO'ing
Randy
them on
kicked John
car
Cena daddy
hoods.
in the head. He
Randy
RKO'd
Dog,
handcuffed
Randy
Triple
was
H.
he
Randy
crazy.
RKO'd Dusty
handcuffed Triple H to
Rhodes.
the ring, RKO'd Stephanie, then kissed Stephanie while she was unconscious in front of Triple H, all during the PG fucking era.
Yeah,
And
Hey,
y'all,
time out though.
Randy felt
There's a lot of people in
unhinged.
prison for doing what Randy Orton did, and he got away
Randy
with it.
Orton was unhinged back in the day, bro. Like, and he looked insane. Like he had
Yeah,
the
man.
buzz cut with the yeah, exactly. Like
Oh
he
eight,
looked
yeah,
crazy.
bro. Oh eight, oh nine Orton was a menace.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah, 100%. And when you talk about the Legend Killer, he was in Hulk Hogan's face. He RKO Hogan on the car. I'll never forget he spit in McFo because I don't give a flying hell about none of this. Okay, we can promote this. We can talk about this. You were not. I remember listening to SummerSlam '97. Brett talking to Sean thing. He said, "All right, I'm gonna spit in your chest." You know what I mean? But Brett said, "Man, we got to that point in the match. I was just I didn't have it in me, so I had to reach down deep and and it kind of just, and I didn't get it out the way I wanted to, and it hit him in the face. phlegm, which wasn't even supposed to be phlegm like that. That you
Next
go
year on
watch
this
some.
podcast, I'm going to document how many times you talk about Bret Hart spitting on people.
Hey
Bro,
yo,
Bret
we need
Hart
an
is the
official
greatest.
counter for that.
Pause. I'm
Hey
gonna
yo.
pre-pause this. Bret Hart spit on someone from the ring to the outside.
Yeah,
Vince McMahon and caught him
you and
smack in
Brett,
the
man. I
face.
No,
don't
but that's
know.
not. You see, Jerry, hold on, because I know it's Monday, but we can't let that bullshit pass. I see what you tried to do there. You tried to cover up the pause. And Gamaj noticed I'm from New
A
York. We
pre-pause.
gonna bring this shit to court because the problem is not you bringing it up. It's the fact that you know every time Bret Hart was spitting. That's the problem here, Jerry. Why you know that? You just got that knowledge, bro. That means you went and did that. Look, he's sipping from his cup.
Hey, get a little kinky on you sometimes.
I
But
see.
y'all know
Hold up, I
how
gotta.
good
Whenever Z start talking, I gotta put my joints in so I can hear him better.
But listen, this is how good Randy Orton as the Legend Killer was.
Now say
We
that
just
again.
wanted him to kick people in the head.
Yeah.
A simple move like that shouldn't be that big of a deal. We wanted to see it because we knew Orton was going to do it and get him up out of here. Yeah, Orton. They can't mold Gunther after Orton as the Legend Killer. He got to do his own thing because there's
But
He
no
he
gotta
way
do
he
his
got to
own
can.
start
thing.
doing some disrespectful shit. He got to start spitting in people's
No,
faces, dragging
no,
their
no,
relatives out the crowd, all that shit. He
no,
got to start doing some
no.
shit.
I actually really disagree for the same point Archie made. Don't cut yourself in the mold of Randall Keith Orton, because you're not. You Randy did that like effort. Like, did anyone ever look like and say Randy looks like he's trying too hard? No,
You
Randy looked
see,
like he was
this
enjoying himself.
This is where Gunther needs an Imperium. That way they can have like a faction that's just running rampant, and he's the big man. Yeah, yo, like kind of like some mob type stuff. Like, yo, I'm gonna go, put get put the
Yeah,
hit on,
like
get him out of
when he
here.
Yeah.
fought Sheamus at Clash at the Castle and Imperium Return, that was super
You know
fire.
what's funny?
Super fire.
I don't think he needs Imperium. Imperium would be a good highlighter to him. You know what I'm saying? It'll highlight the work he's doing. Um, but I would go led. I wouldn't call him the legend killer. I would call him the career ender. There's a difference. You beat guys who gets eventually you have to get Randy versus Gunther, and it's the career killer versus the legend killer.
Mm,
And the difference is, and Gunther needs to
I
highlight this.
like that.
You beat guys past their prime. I beat guys who still thought they had something in the tank, and I reminded them that they're on E. I sent them. I took their last out the tank. You big guys up like Mick Foley, who was already retired. Hogan, who had no business, who had new knees, and you know what I'm saying? Let that.
New
My
knees is
disdain is I
crazy.
can out wrestle every person that gets in the ring with me, and you're no different, Keith. I would call him by name, like use government names with him, like let Gunther, because Gunther, and laugh in his face. Last guy, you sound like this guy. You know what I'm saying? Or you sound like this guy. And he just like collecting souls out here like Infinity Stones.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't even think he has any crazy promos. Like Randy was
No, he
cutting
doesn't need
crazy
them.
promos too. He needs to start cutting
Yeah,
them
but
crazy
Randy Orton's
promos.
a godsend, bro. Randy Orton's a third generation superstar.
Well, that's what I'm
We ain't
saying. You
getting too
can't
many of
even
him.
mold them similar. That's why whatever they do with Gunther got to be like completely separate from what they did with Randy. Like
Mm.
they, because if
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
And it
I
try to
has to
agree.
do it in
be, and
that
it's got to
vein,
be unique
it's
too.
gonna fail.
You said
I
what?
think we'll see him
I said
versus
what Gunther.
Bron. I'm gonna predict it right now. Matter of fact, I throw a little light 50 on this, 100 bags of chips. $50 I'm betting. Hundred bags of chips.
That'd be a
Some
huge WrestleMania match, and they don't even be
SummerSlam.
beefing
I
on
think
titles.
SummerSlam 2026. Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. SummerSlam 2026.
So the Rock versus Hugh Hefner?
Nah. Gunther versus Brock
Bro, they
Lesnar.
said The Rock made $80 million this year, from I guess his wrestling dealings. But then I was reading the article and it was like he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, that's part of his TKO deal, and that doesn't include like merch sales and everything else
Like
like
he
that.
don't post
He's
nothing.
on
He
the
don't
board of
support.
directors.
Like what
Yeah.
does
Yeah, but bro, okay, let's just give him some credit. I get that he's the Rock, but bro, not many stockholders who be collecting the millions at the end of the day be like, you know what? I'm gonna go fuck someone up real quick in the ring to boost the stock. Nah, he's made that money
Yeah.
because he held the stock. That means he probably put a lot of money
No,
into
he
it, and
made
that's a
80 million as his position in the company. And what they were saying was he hasn't shown any support to the company or the events, from what I read.
I don't know if that's true. I would think it
yeah. I disagree.
because as a board of directors, I'm thinking about this, right? Where I work, you will not see our president down there cutting metal, right?
That's what I'm
Most of the
saying.
guys down there have never, but he has a salary that's out this world. Kind of like The Rock. The Rock is in the board of directors telling him, "Hey, we're going to take these deals. What the deals are on the table?" He's saying yes and no to things that's like,
It's
you
different
know,
in entertainment. That's like saying Ryan Coogler won't talk about his movies.
no, it's different. It's different because the Rock is in no pun intended, between a
Nah,
rock and a hard spot. We know him for wrestling, we know him for publicity, but he has a job where he's really supposed to be behind the scenes in a room, yay or nay on veto and getting deals and trying to broker deals.
yeah. Let me
That's
hold
what
on.
his
I want to use that
job is.
analogy because I like that analogy.
I don't know if that's his position though. I don't know. I just know he
Who
made a
is
lot of money. Him and
He's
Roman
on the
making
board
money
of
from the
directors.
crib.
That's
yeah, nah.
literally his
He's
position.
like on some stockholder board of director shit. That's why he
Yes.
makes that
Yeah.
much.
Well, Rock, let me
Also,
hold something.
Also, he might be drawing some of that money from TKO's side where it's not WWE because remember TKO is not just W and he's on the TKO board of directors. So
Yeah, he's in
some of
the
that might be
big
on the
table.
UFC money coming in
Well,
too.
if you hired The Rock to be part of your company and board, wouldn't you expect him to be visible in front of the wrestling fan base?
What I expect, yes, to answer your question, yes.
That's what I'm
But
saying. He's
somewhere
not
there is
even
probably like,
been visible.
But
He
he
hasn't.
don't got to. That's only if he fit, bro. Okay, look. If I had a pack and I gave you that pack, Archie, you gotta get rid of that pack. I'm not gonna give you that pack. Then also I'm gonna be like, yo, everyone hit him up. I got my other packs to worry about. The Rock is in a different position. People expect that of him because he is The Rock. But the truth is, the job he has is not to wrestle and appear. He probably put money in, and now his job is to sit back, make decisions, and collect money. So the other stuff is just if he feels like it. That's not his job, bro.
yeah,
He ain't
get
he ain't
I'm
TKO.
make
just,
he ain't make
I'm,
80 million from wrestling. He made it from being in a different position.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just being a
disagree
board.
because every time we talk about The Rock, shit go crazy. So
But that's the problem is when it's like he's in a position where he can literally just do whatever he wants when he feels like it. But he just feels like it at stupid times. Like he be popping up and then the fans don't like it, so he's selfish with it. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm out of here." And they can't follow up. Even John Cena just said it on Cody Rhodes podcast. He said he was supposed to do more with Rock and then Rock backed out and didn't want to do it cuz the fans didn't like it. But he can do
You know what's
that. He's the
crazy too?
Rock.
Don't forget what Mark, I think his name is Shapiro, the CEO or whatever, the CFO for TKO. He said they were looking at increasing ticket price and stuff, but when they put out revenue of TKO brands, WWE was like the least. They weren't so Rock being board of directors. He's probably drawing, let's say, whatever the majority lion share is, even though he's came off the WWE side, he's drawing also on that UFC money. He's also drawing on that new boxing league that's about to start here in January with Dana White and such under the TKO banner. So, and they're using The Rock too because they're like, hey, you're the number one guy in Hollywood. Can we get some of our UFC talent? Can we get some of our WWE talent into Hollywood, into these other avenues? You know what I mean? And I'm sure he pulls the string on that somehow, some way.
He's the Rock,
Maybe.
bro. He can do whatever he wants. He's the fucking Rock. People
shout
forget
out to The
he's the
Rock.
Rock.
Shout out to The Rock, man.
Well,
I
that's the
feel
advantage. Though. No, no. Think about this. When you have a celebrity board of directors, right, and you go to a meeting with like City Hall and all these people in these cities to bring your product to the town and talk about how much we want from your city to pay us for our event to come to you. This is what we bring, right? It's different with me and Archie go because no one knows us like that. All these 45 people in this chat know us. When the Rock pull up, people are in like, oh, can I get an autograph? Like, hey, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. The
Yeah, because
Rock
they're
probably
they're
gets
at
told
awe
yes.
when they see him.
Yeah, people probably have buyer's remorse fucking with The Rock
Well,
because
that's
The
my
Rock flopped
point,
a
And
lot.
you
right?
know what? Hold on,
If
go
the
make your
if
point,
the
RG, because I
numbers
got
is
a hot take.
down, right, wouldn't you want to use his celebrity? Is what I'm saying. That's like Patty
WWE sees
LaBelle.
through
We
it
know
though.
Patty LaBelle ain't at Walmart baking pies, but her face on the box.
Yeah, but there's investors who put into those buys who they don't gotta advertise. But I'm glad you brought this because I got something. This might be a hot take, but I don't think so, but maybe.
Hold on, no, we
And
gotta slide the panties to the side. Hold on.
and my
Where'd y'all
hot
go?
take is,
Hold on, where'd y'all go? Hold on. Where'd y'all
oh,
go?
you completely got rid of us. My hot take
I
is,
told you every time we talk about The Rock, so
and
go
if I
crazy.
could bring up, if I could speak directly to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, that's
Uh
how
oh.
real it is.
Hey, y'all still want to
My
be on
hot
screen when he
take
say this?
and my message to the fans is shut the fuck up. And my message to Hunter Hearst Helmsley is do not listen to the fans. That is my message. And here I'm gonna tell you why. The person who is in charge before, Vince McMahon, who we've talked about a bunch, who seems to be coming up in a lot of wrestling podcasts and shit now in a weirdly positive light. Say what you want about him. If he had a plan, he very rarely swerved. And there's an art to that because he knew when to listen to fans, but most of the time he didn't. He followed through with his plan because they were long term. The reason Triple H has been kind of fucking up as a booker and the reason there's been so many problems is because he tries too much to listen to the fans. For example, when they first brought back Rock and did the whole thing, it was supposed to be him versus Roman Reigns, right? They swerved. That was Triple H's big first time listening to the fans. They swerved. And luckily, we still got one of the best moments, tagged all of that with The Rock tagging with Roman because of Roman having the belt for so long, not because of Cody Rhodes. And because they listen to the fans, and this is a good example because we have two distinct things. We could see Vince's plan and Triple H's plan. They had The Rock come back and they was gonna move Cody beating Roman to SummerSlam and do Rock versus Roman Reigns, which is a match now we may never get because they listened to the fans. Luckily, that WrestleMania was fire. But still, after that, to this day, we have to suffer the title reign of Cody Rhodes. Cause y'all all, if you think that shit is fire, you lying. I don't care what you say. You is just lying for real. Why? Because they listen to the fans. Another great example: Jey Uso beating John Cena. They listen to the fans. Quick, did anybody like that? What was the result of that? So that's my hot take. Stop listening to the fans. If The Rock came back with the whole thing that happened with Travis Scott and that, and they didn't listen to the fans and ignored that, because that's why Rock did, John Cena would have had one of the best heel runs of all time with The Rock involved. But they listened to the fans. Triple H has to stop doing that. And
I
that's
don't
my
think
hot take.
Triple H listened to the fans. I don't think he listened at all. And to be honest, I think a
Hold on,
lot of
no slide.
decisions are made that Triple H don't even
Oh, I
really
I can't hear
have.
nothing. What happened?
Uh oh. Told you every time we talk about The Rock, something go crazy.
Let's see. I gotta take these off.
The Rock can
Grab.
shut us down. Man, we done got liquidated.
Sure,
And
you
like my
fine.
man said, we good? I don't think Triple H listens to the fans. I think he's in a room with people and he just have to make things work. And we saw that on that Unreal show when they was trying to figure out who was going to win the Royal Rumble. And like 3 days before, one of the dudes was like Jay Uso. It's I don't know. I don't and Triple H, he's made it clear he don't listen to the fans. Remember that one time he came on TV and was like, "Oh, did somebody not get what they want?" Triple H, I don't think he's ever really listened to the fans. I think with the position he's in now, it won't even allow him to have a say so. That's why we see some of the stuff we see, bro. I think it's above him and he just has to eat it. If it works, he gets the credit. If it doesn't, he gets the blame. See, Vince didn't have all that. Vince just had to go through Vince. Triple
Vince
H
didn't give.
got bosses. Vince McMahon didn't have a boss. Triple H has bosses.
Exactly. Something happened. I think I was speaking two real facts. I don't know if y'all heard all that because I couldn't hear y'all for a second. I was like, I had to leave and come back in.
Sure.
But in summary, fuck all of y'all. Y'all be talking shit and making them change plans, and you do it because you know you can. Because Triple H be listening to that bullshit, and Vince
And
McMahon
this,
didn't. Just like Archie was saying, he didn't have no bosses. So you know what? They need to, my ultimate point is they need to go back and do like a month-long period where they let motherfuckers like do steroids and all that crazy shit again, get real attitude era ECW backstage with it, and then clean up. That's what we should do.
HP, Gamad, y'all got anybody that y'all want to shut the F up this week? I think this is a good segment. I was thinking about this earlier. I got a
Uh,
lot of people on my list.
I'm gonna say I didn't hear. Is that what you was doing when I was going back and coming in? Who you? Yeah, I say Triple H shut the f up, and the fans. The fan. Well, no, the fans can talk, but Triple H, relax, man.
in honor of the Knicks winning the cup, I got these New York Knick colored Z blockers. Right, whenever I
Mm.
think Z gonna go off the rails, I put these Z blockers in. These shits is excellent. These shits can stop your teacher
You
from
need to
teaching.
put them in your eyes because what Josh Hart did to Jalen Brunson was out of bounds.
Yeah, facts, 100%. No, I actually don't have anybody really that I really want to shut the fuck up. I I do have, yeah, I do, but I don't know who
Mm.
they are. But I do have somebody.
Me?
Uh,
Oh, I'm about to
WWE
say.
creator. I don't. I just need them. They're not really even talking, but they gets the blame when I read these things like the reason why Randy Orton's off TV for so long is because it's creative. It doesn't have anything for him. When I read that Shinsuke Nakamura was off TV for over 6 months because they don't have anything for him, shut the fuck up. There is no way I can ever believe that some of the most talented people on planet Earth you don't have anything for. Shinsuke Nakamura was a household name worldwide. He was over in Japan selling out the
He's
Tokyo
the most
Dome.
popular wrestler in the world at the time.
And you telling me you ain't got nothing for him.
He was
You know what I'm
Japanese AJ
saying?
Styles.
So I cannot, and I just when we talk about black and black wrestlers and things like that, let's not forget WWE. If they don't know what to do with black wrestlers, they damn sure don't know what to do with Asian wrestlers. Because y'all remember Hakushi? Let's put some Chinese letters on them and let them go out there. You remember Yokozuna, the Samoan?
I got one
Yeah,
when you done. I got one. You talking
you
since
know. So they get a bad rap, and I feel like Shinsuke, who should have been a world, if I mean WWE, not to knock him, if Kofi Kingston can win the world title, who I only see Kofi Kingston as a mid tier guy, you can't, I can't see him battling the greats and being like, yeah, he's one of them. No, the great mid tiers, yes, Ravishing Rick Rude versus Kofi Kingston would kill, but no, man, they're either on a writing staff, a hike, a strike, or they're just I don't know, man. They got brain clouded or whatever. But I don't want to hear that you don't have anything for these guys, and we're getting 3 hour shows every week, and
That's
you're
a
yeah, these
fact.
are
3 hours, bro.
so if we're getting 3 hours, Raw's 2.5, SmackDown's moving back to three. It used to be three, dragging. How do we not have these guys on show? How? It's impossible. So get your act together. That's all I gotta say. And boom, I'll just quit myself.
let me go because I don't think Gamaj got one. Man, ISO on me. In the
No panties
chat,
to the side, baby.
Devon said Walmart needs to shut the F up for that shirt. And Vinny said Nikki Bella needs to shut the F up forever, I believe. Speaking of WWE not knowing what to do with Asian wrestlers, I remember once
Yeah.
upon a time, it was a couple Asian wrestlers standing in front of Val Venus and they said choppy choppy pee pee. I say that
Hmm.
to say this. Val Venus, shut the F up. Mick Foley said what he said. Nobody has to say anything else about it. Val Venus, your career couldn't touch Mick Foley's career, Cactus Jack's career, or Dude Love's career, if we really being honest. So you just need to shut the F up. I know we all need clicks and views. You were talented in the ring. I was actually a fan. Hello, ladies. I was gyrating. I thought, you know what I'm saying? The big Valboski. I'm
Salute.
with all that. I'm with all that. But when a man stands on his square, another man cannot question that. When you don't do what he did, what Mick Foley did, he put his legacy, his livelihood, his life, his career, everything on the line by having a set of morals and a moral compass that points in the direction that yours don't point. So when somebody stand on their square, let them stand on their square. You don't gotta say nothing. So Val Venus, respectfully, shut the F up.
Mhm.
And anybody else that's talking about what Mick Foley did, because you don't got the balls to do what he did.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got one, but they
All
didn't
right,
shut the
I'm
fuck
gonna
up.
go after you, Jerry. I'm gonna go after you.
Oh, I think mine should be last only because it's not a shut the fuck up. It's the opposite. But okay, we'll go. I'll go.
Well, mine has a visual. Mine has a visual aid. That's why I said I'll go after you.
So there's an interesting thing because I only thought of this because I read it today, based on what Archie said about McFoley and Val Venus. There is another opinion that I actually respect, and it's Kevin Nash. Um,
I don't.
Kevin Nash
I don't.
spoke about him taking the different route, but his route, he didn't bash Mick. He gave Mick his flowers. Still gave Mick his flowers. And if you don't know, Kevin Nash is pretty liberal, very much like Mick. And but he was like, "Why don't you do that?" And he was like, "Yo, Hunter." Basically, he's basically telling you Hunter's very conservative Republican, very much MAGA, without saying it. Hunter was the first one to help my son. Now remember, Kevin Nash's son passed away. Um, he was the first one to help my son. Um, Linda did all this stuff for my career, and she is a Trump supporter. And when she sees me, she's like, "It's Kevin," but I love him. So basically, you can have a difference of opinion and not alienate your friends. So I support him in that, in saying that, because a lot of times people have these political differences, and it becomes this fu thing, especially with the current number 4-5 and 4-7, specifically with him.
6-7.
So respect to Kevin Nash. That's all I got.
But here's my thing with that HP,
Oh shit!
and then
Hold
we're
on,
gonna
let
let
me.
Z go. You didn't have to say
Right, so
nothing. You can say I don't. I'm not. I don't rock with the company, and I still have personal relationships. But if you put your personal relationship ahead of the company and say I'm aligning with this
Mick
company
is
because of
goaded.
my personal relationship, that's different.
Mick is going to go in my book. He done slid up some spots on the all-time rankings for now what you're doing outside the ring, because most people won't put their contract in. You know what I mean? It's money. That's money. Mick gets paid by
And
WWE
he's
still.
still in the show opener. I was paying attention tonight to see if they was gonna take him out of the show opener. I
Who
don't know.
Mick is still in the show opener?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, they're
going to
not
be
gonna
some
take him out.
blowback from the
That would look
WWE.
crazy if they take him out now.
There's going to be some blowback from it from the WWE, and we know that.
Hey, just remember, Mick said, "I'm cutting ties with you." WWE didn't say, "I'm cutting ties with you." Though
Hey, we'll
they
see.
gonna
But
make some money
yeah,
off
I'm
Mick
just saying.
if
Every
they
time
can.
somebody say something, it don't have to be. We don't need everybody's opinion on
I
everything,
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Not everyone needs to chip in.
and you don't
Yeah.
always have to answer the question. Hey, man, let's not talk about that. It's bigger things we can talk about other than what somebody else's experience and what they decide to stand on. Like we don't need to hear it. Like we don't. But tomato, tomato, agree to disagree. But Val
Mm.
Venus, nah. And Tajiri and Taka Michinoku Funaki and all them was fire. They deserve better.
Funaki
Free
is
Taka
fire.
Noku
Yeah.
Michinoku,
Driver,
free
fire.
Tajiri, and free my man, free them all with free Randy. That's the hashtag too.
You can actually see a clip that we got like a couple questions with Funaki at a convention on the Attitude Era page, but I like the shut the F up segment. I think we should do it every time we get together. It's a great way to let off steam. So I'm gonna make this last one quick because I have a query I want to ask you guys before we close the show. I need a quick tag team. Archie, who was the one who said Nikki Bella has to shut the F up?
Vinny. I think that was Vinny, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Vinny
Vinny,
Andretti, long time viewer, first pick in the draft ever. Vinny
first pick,
Andretti.
and I love them.
Drag.
But tonight, whoever said that is the one who need to shut the F up. And I still, that's with love and you fan, you see, because everyone who watch, if you a longtime viewer like Archie say, you know, I love me pretzels. And when you talking about Nikki Bella, you talking about a top pretzel. And there's a direct correlation. This is what I was saying. If y'all can see the chart, says wilding out, right? And this says pretzel. And there's a correlation to what a pretzel can wild out where they on the chart. And if you see Nikki Bella, she up there on the chart. If you can see the X,
Hey,
so it's a lot of wilding out you can go through. So whoever said that, that's my last shut the
I'm
f
I'm
up of
gonna
the
say
night.
this. Then HP is on you. I know in New York, Krispy Kremes ain't a thing. You know, I'm from the South, live on the East Coast, but let
Hey,
me
we
tell you one
got
thing.
them here now though.
Let me tell you one thing about Nikki Bella. Hey, that hot light was on tonight.
Hey, you might be right.
That hot light was on
That's what I'm
tonight.
saying. That's what I'm
So,
saying. It's a direct
Woo,
correlation.
but
woo,
hey, Mick took some crazy
woo.
bumps, but I think they tried to kill Spike Dudley.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, nah, Spike.
that's a serious question though.
Spike Dudley, I'm surprised he can
That
walk.
is a great fucking question. Who said that? That's question of the night. Spike versus Mick. Bro, but that
MG Skrilla, 34, 36. That's Spike Dudley. I'm surprised he can walk, bro.
Bro, but Mick, The Rock told him he was gonna hit him with a chair 3 times, then they hit him with that shit like 10 times while he was
Dog,
handcuffed in the head, bro.
Drake.
Like,
This is before WWE went away from headshots from CTE,
bro,
That's the
Mick fell
and
off Hell in a Cell.
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
bro.
But
Twice.
yo, they pile drive. They power bomb Spike Dudley through
Spike.
tables on the outside of the ring and missed the
Spike Dudley, bro. He took some damage.
Mm.
He,
tables. The tables are to break your fall, and they
bro,
broke
Spike
him.
Dudley, bro. I think it might be Mick because Mick did more, but
Mick did more.
Spike took
Mick
some bad.
Spike is right
Yo,
there.
bro.
Yeah, I would edge Mick. And then also, we're not even talking about the bumps he took in ECW when he was there.
I
Bro,
mean, before he
Mick
was
Mick took a whole
mankind,
lost his
career.
Cactus Jack
Yeah,
was wilding.
and a match versus Vader.
Yeah, Mick lost his whole ass ear. It's gotta be
Got
Mick.
tied up in the top rope, and Mankind played off that. That original Mankind character is so, to me, it's goaded
Top
under
tier,
Undertaker's.
top tier, top tier.
Yes.
So I tell you, brown suit, leather mask, mankind pulling his hair out, boiler room. On an 8 day,
Is
God created mankind. Why was he having such a bad day, bro? That's
dog.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
something
that's
different.
a bar. Hey, Mick, if you watching this, you see how them other people is biting? I'm about to bite that because that's a bar. You might hear a
That's
rap battle where I say
dog.
that. That is too fire.
Mick Foley's original Mankind character, because also he was the first character I can remember. I could be wrong, but I remember off the top of my head. His entrance was like very dreary, but his end music when he won was the piano playing set
he scared
music
me,
soothing the
dog.
savage beast.
He
It
scared
was,
me.
his character was so
He
well
rocking, he
done.
pulling his hair out, he squealing, the squealing in the
I
ring, bro.
dog,
Mankind,
I remember this vividly as a Sean fan. When they did Mind Games 1996 and they announced that Mankind was I was scared for Sean, like, oh, I don't know about this. Because
Yeah,
Sean was
Mick
such
is
a
one of the
pretty boy,
best.
and his style of wrestling does not fit what Mick could do. Mick could do a lot, and I was like, "Yo, Sean might lose, or he's gonna hurt. He's gonna hurt him for real. He's gonna hurt him for real. It's gonna be a." And they had a banger match. If you ain't watched that, go to Peacock now.
they
Mind
said
Game September
Mick,
'96.
Spike
It's
Dudley
really
Tommy
hard to
Dreamer.
decide between the two, man, because I feel like Spike has been lifted up and fucking thrown on the floor
Bro,
harder
yeah,
more times than
out the
Mick.
ring,
But
out the
Mick has
ring.
done like, yeah, Mick
Yeah,
has done
ring.
like bigger shit. Like he went through a table on fire, the Hell in the Cell, lost his ear. You know what I mean? Like the chair shot some rock. Like, so that's a good ass
But y'all
question
gotta
though,
remember
man.
Mick, before he became Mick, the dude love character as a kid was jumping off of houses.
Onto a
Yeah.
twin
Mick,
match.
Mick been a wild boy. Yeah, Val Venus, you ain't jumped off no house. You got both your ears. Mick almost
I ain't
died
gonna
for
lie.
this.
Out of respect to the Mankind, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, Dude Love, and also Jack Foley. His original entrance, he was a jobber and he went by Jack Foley for whatever.
Didn't
I
we
think
do
Jack is dead.
a double up on Mick Foley?
We did. It was the first triple up, really, because we did
Yeah,
3. So go watch that on the Attitude Era.
I'm gonna watch that
No, Jeff
again.
Hardy's not in comparison, bro. And this is why I would say that, because
Nah,
Jeff
he's
Hardy
not.
definitely took some bumps, but Mick took bumps that were unreal.
Jeff planned
Spike
his. Mick ain't
took
know that was gonna
bumps.
happen.
Bro,
Mick
and
just
The
Mick was like, Mick is like a good dude. Like he might have been on some shit, but Jeff Hardy was like fucked up doing this. Mick Mankind wasn't. He was like sober doing this shit. That's like actually
Every time.
crazy, bro.
Every time.
That's
You
like
know who
actually
also could have
crazy.
some
Come
bumps
on.
that could rival this, but I don't. Again, they don't have the
and Mick
longevity and stuff
ran
to,
with
to
Terry
rival.
Funk.
Yeah, Terry Funk definitely could rival Mick for real, for real.
Yeah,
But I was gonna say
I
Shane.
agree with that. Again,
Shane
Shane
go
has
up on
like
that,
big moments too, but not enough of them. Not like
but
a
not
long.
enough. Nowhere near enough.
Yeah, but if
See,
you
I
put
think
like,
it's a difference between like a spot and like some like I think a lot of stuff happened with Mick and even Spike wasn't supposed to happen. It's just like remember X Pac kicked the dude out the ring
He swept his leg.
and he went straight through the ropes, bro. That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, and they had no idea what to do, and he just started
Then
posing like,
that would be a good conversation. Top 5 like bumps, like who got fucked up the most. Spike and Mick are
dog. He
definitely on
swept
that.
kicked this dude when he was
yeah,
running past
Shane's
him.
on the list. Who the
Shane would
chat
be on
say?
that list. People be getting
The
fucked
worst
up. Like,
bumps.
yeah.
Sabu, yeah. Rest in peace, Sabu.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people like who got really like fucked up. Like people would fuck up. Terry Funk would definitely be on that list. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
Well, you probably gonna have to think a lot outside of WWE. So
yeah, because WWE is very, very, very protected. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And they didn't think highly of the
But even though,
ECW.
like I said, them chair shots, I think those Rock Mick Foley chair shots might be the worst chair shots I've ever seen.
Low key, bro. Raven used to get fucked up. Like,
They had
Yeah.
one more guy who took chair shots worse. Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock told The Rock too. Remember, he was straight out of the UFC. Bring it. And he told
Yeah,
me as
Shamrock
hard
ain't care, bro.
and The Rock was like, Hey, all right.
I
And it was
think
straight to the
Shamrock
head,
might have
unprotected.
didn't really understand kayfabe. Like, I'm really here to fight.
So
Yeah,
Ken
that's a good
Shamrock definitely
combo.
took
Well, we might have to put our list together of the craziest of worst bumps, but
by the
that's
way,
what I'm
check
gonna
out
go.
the channel. We have an interview with Mick Foley, and we have an interview with Devon Dudley where he talks about Spike Dudley. So you can check out the channel. We got a bunch of those.
Yeah,
Yes,
We also
sir.
got another, in my eyes, contender, an interview with the Sandman, who I think is another contender. He used to do crazy shit.
he used to give out a lot
Cool.
of crazy stuff. Yeah,
New Jack.
Sandman. I don't know.
New Jack you might want to put up there.
Yeah,
New
New
Jack didn't
Jack
take
was
a
in
lot of
him.
bumps. He used to give out a lot of. He gave a lot of work.
Wow,
That's
he
what I'm
tried
saying.
to
He
kill him
gave.
in
Yeah.
the ring. He
Again,
said,
Devon
"Hey
talks
Jack,
about
I
that
can't
too,
feel
the
my
A Train
legs."
incident.
Huh?
He said, "I can't feel my legs. You ain't gonna need those where you
But that's
going."
what I'm saying. He gave a lot of. He didn't take a lot. He took some damage, but he
No,
No,
he
gave
he
out.
was
remember how
just
he got
trying
his
to. No,
skull
he was legit trying to
cracked.
kill people, and he
Yeah,
said it
he
on
gave
camera
out more
too.
than he took, but he was part of
Yeah,
it
he
though.
was stabbing a dog. Yo, he
Bro,
was.
he had a scaffold match with a dude, and
He
he
threw
threw
him
him off
off.
the scaffold, and he was trying to throw him out of the ring.
This is the dude.
He
I
just
can't remember
happened
anybody's
to
name
land in the
because
ring.
he missed the power bomb
He
and
stunned
he
him.
cracked his
He,
skull
he,
open.
he hit him with a stun gun first.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
he's
but
like
what I'm saying
legit
is
just pulled out shanks and stabbed people before. Wow,
yes, and
in
the ref
wrestling
had no
matches.
idea what to do. No idea because it was like,
And
what
what
the
he
heck? It
did to
wasn't one stab.
Necro Butcher was crazy. He beat that old man with a baseball bat.
Dog, what? How is this man, bro?
How do you
Anyway, they
still
gave him a
book him?
DLC
Like,
pass.
how the fuck do you still book
I
a
love
man who's
wrestling. I
stabbing
work
people?
with a few independent wrestling companies. The hardcore deathmatch stuff, that's not for me.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah, I'm with you.
insane.
There's an
I don't
audience
like
for it.
it.
Some people love that, but I'm up close to it. The barbed wire, the light tubes, like bro, I can't. Nah, that's a lot.
I don't understand the light tubes because, for one, that's glass. Like
That's
it's
me.
micro.
It's in you. You itching for days
I
after
guess
that.
that's that safety manager in me. So I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, you
Then
can
I
watch
saw
like
David
CZW
Arquette.
tournament to death. Those motherfuckers go like crazy. Even in AEW, they be trying some shit that I don't fuck with. They like the syringes.
The
Don't
syringe.
fuck with
You
it
remember that?
That's
at
like Nick
all.
Hangman
Gage.
and
People love
Swerve.
Nick Gage, man. I saw like he almost killed David Arquette. He almost got cut his throat in the match. Like that's dangerous, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's still a skill to it, but that ain't my cup of tea. The death
I'm
match.
with you, bro.
That's why I can't watch Dean Ambrose no more because he just bleeds walking to the ring. Like fam.
Yeah, he's just like I don't know. Sometimes
Yeah,
it
I
be too
also
much, but I do think like with people like Mankind, like how you said, there's an art to it. Like they know how to use violence for storytelling in a different way. Not just there's kind of two versions: shock factor and then that, like the violence in the story, because it makes sense. Like the like a good recent example I can think of is like when CM Punk hit Drew with the toolbox. It made sense to see Drew like gushing blood in that match after, and like the story was
But that was
crazy. Like
real though.
that was
He
unplanned.
really cut him.
that wasn't
Yeah,
planned.
No, he
no.
split his head open.
But didn't
Yeah,
CM
they
Punk
talked about
bleed in
this.
that as well?
I don't even remember. I just
Yeah, I
know
don't remember.
the
Yeah, I know
toolbox
Drew.
had to get my
Good.
man Matt.
Sometimes motherfuckers got to
For what,
bleed,
the Hell in a
bro.
Cell? Hell in a Cell, yeah, they both was bleeding.
Yeah, it was
That's what I'm saying.
unplanned
They
for.
both was bleeding.
But I
Yeah,
mean, when I look at like the Stapler incident with or Swerve and Hangman or Hangman and Moxley and just like some of these,
Yeah,
I can
Hangman
watch it.
fucking swat like put a Swerve's blood in his mouth and spit it out. Yo, that's the pause of the century. I will never be a Hangman
Yeah, as a
fan.
safety
This man
match
out
and,
here drinking blood like he's
as an
Angelina Jolie
environmental
and
health
Bob
and safety
Thornton. Like,
manager, my blood path, my
he thought he was
bloodborne
part. He
path
thought
of
he was part of the
intercourse is
brood.
complete,
bro, I
and I
will
can't
never
do it.
cheer for that man. And if you do, pause on you too. Like, you what? That is, are you crazy? Man.
Hangman Page is wild. Yeah, but yeah, I think what else we got? HP about to wrap it up.
Yeah,
This
that's
been an
about it,
interesting.
man.
This
Oh,
I
been
got
an
I had
interesting
my
here.
conversation.
I had my
This been
query to end it because I seen this. I don't know if it's the real or not, and then we can make it quick. I seen something that said the Street Profits haven't been on TV for 2 months.
that sound about right.
It's about right.
Okay, that's
But see,
crazy.
that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, and then also with my "Shut the F Up" segment. These writers, bro, you have a lot of talent that you could be. They could be things going on with these guys. They have this match with this one. These guys are having multiple weeks to a month. Shinsuke was off TV for 6 months.
So
Said it
when
was
they do
injured.
pop back up in the ring and they tweak something or twist something and they out for 6 months, that's why.
Mm.
The
That's what we're
writers
talking
have
about, the
nothing
botch
for them.
conversation. This Wednesday gonna be lit. Make sure y'all
It's
tune in to the Wednesday night where we
Yeah,
got the botch and no botch conversation. We got
I got my list ready. By the way, I
Sting's
got my
top
list ready.
Sting top 20. We
I
it's
got
gonna
the
be quick.
undebatable top 20, and Sting ain't on it.
we
And
gonna
I know
decide.
Jerry's gonna try to hate, and it's all right because he
It's
gonna
This
not
lose.
gonna be hate,
Wednesday at
bro.
eight
It's gonna
thirty.
be
We're
react.
gonna we gonna
See,
we gonna put the nail in the coffin, and that's it. And then a
I
few other
gotta get
I
some
things.
think
Z
we should have
listeners in when you
judges.
start talking.
I think maybe Art, yo, but Kamaj be hating sometimes too. That's why I don't want to make him. He be hating and then putting his shit on mute. I can't stand this shit, bro. So I don't know. I'm trying to make a judges, but I don't know. Maybe we
Hey,
should have
chat. Anybody in the
Archie be the
chat gonna
judge.
be here Wednesday? We would love for you to judge this list. Let the chat do it, man.
Nah, they
Vinny,
be saying F
Yeah,
Nikki Bella. We can't have them judge. Oh, you know what? This list so undebatable. It don't matter. Let whoever judge.
hey, yeah. So look, tune in Wednesday. You could be part of the show. How about that? How about that? Because that's what Wednesday Night
Mhm.
Wars is and was. It's about the people. We drafted. We had teams. We put people on. We getting back to it. This could be the start. So if you want to be a judge of Z's list this Wednesday, pop back in 8:30 this Wednesday, and we gonna end the debate about Sting right here on Attitude Era Podcast. Gamaj, got anything before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Just tune in Wednesday to get, and then we gonna get these wars started.
Z, before we go, Brick Vibes.
Hey, yo, Brick
Hey, hold up, hold
Vibes.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. I
I went
see
to
you.
Barnes and Noble the other day, you know, because
Right.
I like to read sometimes.
Hmm.
I didn't know Legos was like that.
Oh yeah, it be like that. I'm
They
telling
got
you.
Lego set for anything you could, art pieces. I saw a Game Boy.
Boy,
Anything you can think of,
so that today.
they have a Lego set for. And so shout out to you and Brick Vibes. I might buy me a few pieces, but yo, the Lego game is
The
crazy.
Lego game is crazy, and I gotta give a plug to Brick Vibes. You already know we had a clip hit 3,000 likes today. Last time I checked, right before I came on stream, it might be at more. So we going crazy over there. We building. Make sure y'all hit that follow on Attitude Era Podcast. You the dropout. You can follow everything, and just tune in Wednesday because we got a lot of good conversations lined up. Starting with me whooping Jerry's ass in this debate, and
I'm
it's gonna be a
crying.
nice one to close the year off. I was looking to whip someone's ass in a debate to close the year off. So this is gonna be a good one. I can't wait.
HP, what you got before we get out of
You must
here?
think I'm moose. I'm not that.
That's your
Watch
friend.
Z. Watch Z get smoked this Wednesday as wrestling comes to life. You know, normally they say it's life imitating art, art imitating life. This is what happens when people start imitating wrestling and they think they know a little something. I'm talking about he got 20 guys better than Sting. Let me tell you something right now. We're talking about the icon. This Wednesday night, we're gonna see why he was the
Icon of
icon.
what, bro? It's a
mm,
it's a it's a
mm.
it's a homeless dancer down the street. He calls himself the icon too. Yeah, icon of that little corner he be spinning on his head on. What's the thing the icon of, bro? But we gonna talk about it on Wednesday,
We
bro.
Hey,
we
Divine,
gonna talk.
I will have this shirt on Wednesday just for you, partner. And listen, man, I got a lot going on. Stacking the decks is starting in January. That's my Pokemon project. I need y'all to tap in and support that. In January, I will be actually with the GOAT, John Cena himself at Fan Expo. Fan Expo New Orleans hit me up and said, Archie Carter, we love what you do. We love Atwell Podcast. We want to send some of your viewers to the Fan Expo. So look, I'm gonna have the passes and hookups, and we gonna give them away right here on Wednesday Night Wars. And in Houston in February, I'm at Anime Verse. So yeah, I'm all over the place doing this music, this convention thing, and I will have the shirt on Wednesday. Shout out to the best chat in the world. This was a great show. I don't know how much of Raw we covered, but we definitely got into some wrestling tonight on Atwell Podcast. I hope this week is good to you and good for you. We'll see y'all Wednesday at 8:30 for Wednesday Night Wars. Wear the black because it's gonna be a funeral. Somebody dying.
That guy right there.
Bye, Zena.
Peace. We'll see.